All right, so we got some more color on the chart, and you could see it a little bit more detail. But that's a very slight interest, if I do say so myself. Look at it. Look at this. You're the next contestant, and the price is wrong. Come on, price. Come on down. From entry all the way up to take profit, smooth. That was a very good trade. Fair value gap right there. Price retraced into that fair value gap, and then we started pushing. But to me, it was more. Welcome back to another video, and it's a brand new week. It's Monday, currently 9:02 in the AM, and I'm watching the charts. I've been watching the charts, and I'm still watching the charts. The difference is, though, I really wanted to open the camera early before I actually approach the charts, because as you know, I only trade from 9:30 after 9:30 AM. But I wanted to show y'all the journal, bro. The journal never, obviously it never looked like this. Even when I used to trade this way, it never looked this way, because being honest with you, now that I remember, I said I done with tweets. I done. When it's over, we'll be done. If they're up on you TikTok feed, you TikTok is broken like mine. But the journal, bro, before I even show you, this is the beauty of going back to the basics. This is the beauty of cutting out all the extra stuff, the making it simple. You know, going back to what led to profitability. What was the thing that led me to first see profitability, make me think or assume that I am profitable? What led to the payouts and the multiple certificates and the multiple withdrawals? What was this? Let me get into it. Don't worry, this chart. So we in my most recent set of journaling, you want to call it. So this is, all right, let me just have a little scroll a little bit more up so you can see how different it used to look. I just randomly, we scrolling through. They get wins, they get losses and everything. This is the wins and loss, is a column or row. And we have the pair, the date, the trade grade, setup type, confirmations, time frame, RR, pip gain, before, after screenshot, and then we also had some notes that I put down. So this is how the journal used to look before. So in a nutshell, I used to document a whole lot of variables, right? It used to kind of make it difficult to track what was working and what was not working, because there is so much, so many combinations that could come. I wouldn't even be able to memorize what confirmations are high probability. I would know that, okay, this group would usually lead to a winning trade, but there are times when it lose, and I can't account for any of the variables because it's just multiple variables. It's not something constant, including my RR, including my pip gain or loss. This was also not constant, and I was to blame for this. One reason would be the fact that I would be using different account sizes. So I would be one time on a 10K account or a 20K account. One time I'm on a personal loan, one time on a 5K or 6K account, and it causes the risk to change, as in the dollar amount to change. So even if the percentage might look larger, it's still smaller in dollar amount, and then it's a different amount that I'm risking for the trade. It's a different result I'll get at the end of the month, because how can I tally what I'm doing on a 5K account if in the middle of the month I'm adding a 10K account to it? Or maybe when I lost that 5K account, I start tallying the 10K account, but there's no difference in my journal, so it's just varying numbers. So when I go back, there's no way of actually tracking what percentage did I lost of what amount, what percentage did I gain of what amount. Is my results actually profitable? Because I'm seeing 5%, but it can be 5% on a 6K, and then I end up losing 3% on a 100K. So it's causing the results itself to vary. But all that aside, once we went back to the basics, once I just stopped overcomplicating all of this and I started trading US 30 a little bit more, I noticed my results were a lot more consistent. So let's see, from here on the 16th of July, that's a US 30 trade. We still have the trade grade, we still have the setup type. Confirmations, just that one confirmation, and that's it. So we have liquidity, it's a win or a loss Unfortunately, this one was a win. The time frame also just 1. In fact, everything is just 1. Even the risk to reward ratio is one thing. It's a 1 to 2. And the pip gain as well is just one thing. I either lose one amount or I gain one amount. That's the, like, I think this is one of the first things I learned when it comes to trading, bro. Like, if you have 10 trades, I'm sure you heard this example before, right? If you take 10 trades before and you have a 50% win rate, but a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, you lose 5 every time you risk 1, you lose 5 and you gain 10 because you're gaining 2 every time you win. So you're winning 5. 5 twos is 10. You're still profitable, right? With a 50% win rate, and it can even be with a 40% win rate, you're still profitable. The point is, it's basic. Why am I like aiming for 70 and then aiming for 60, but risking 30 and then risking 5 and then risking 70 and risking 100? Of course it's going to vary. Of course my results can't be constant, but if I just allow probability to do its job, this is it. Look, so far, I mean, obviously I could go on a losing streak and lose 10 consecutive trades, right? It hasn't happened using my strategy, but even if it does, I can then go on a small winning streak with just like 4 or 5 or 3 trades, and then I'm back to where I lost with the 10 trades. So having that constant risk to reward, the constant pip gain or loss, the constant percentage gain or loss, the constant confirmations, the constant everything in trading, we're making it as simple as possible, buddy. So far, I lost. Well, I won the first one, which is 140. So let me just pull out a calculator real quick so we could do the math. I think, how many trades was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades. So it's been 7 trades thus far. I took about 8, 9, 10, 11 trades in July. 7 of them were using this back to the basics strategy. Actually, they were all using it, but I just noticed once I am on the one pair, it makes things a lot more easier to track and my results more constant. So here's the thing. From the 16th of July, 7 trades, we had 140. Let me just bring out this. I'm so large. All right. So 16th of July, W 140. All right. 17th of July, L, we lost 70. So that's just minus 70. We're left with 70. The 22nd, that's another W. That's add 140. All right. 23rd, that was a L, minus 70. 25th, that was another W. You see where I'm getting with this, bro? Like, even if you have 2 consecutive losses, it's 1 win. That is 1 win. It just is more easy to relax. We had another loss. Like, when you have a loss, it's like, that's cool. Rather than randomly, at least the way how I used to felt, if I have a loss of 100 pips, but my last win was just 60 pips, I could change my lot size to accommodate this change in pip gain or loss. I could calculate that. But it's like an extra bit of stress. Most of the people who like having big bags, they know if they increase their lot size by a single pip, how much it's going to reflect, because they've been using one thing so constantly. They know when they want to risk one particular dollar amount, how much it's going to be in their lot size, because they've been doing that one thing all the time. If they want to risk $500 per trade, they know what to do. If they want to risk $1,000 per trade, they know what to do. They don't have to increase their stop loss distance. They don't have to do that. They know what the pip value is because they've been using that constant thing, and that's what I'm trying to get accustomed to right now. So we just had this $70 loss minus from it, and then finally another 140 win on the 1st of August, even though that was outside of July. This is how July ended. This is why I didn't feel any type of stress. It's like, we're in this thing to be profitable, right? We're in this thing to make money. This is money. This is money. This is 350 pips. This could be $3,500. This could be $35,000. This could be $350,000 a month. This is trading, bro. And I hope, like, obviously these videos ain't get as much structure as the rest of the videos on the internet. So I might not be conveying the point I want to convey the way I want to convey it, but at least I'm recording it. So in the future, I can come back to it. And I'm going to refine the point. I'm going to be able to say what I want to say better and illustrate what I want to illustrate better. So not only me could learn, because I'm going to watch this to learn what I learned, right? I want to remember, I want to retain, I want to improve on it. And I know somebody else is going to get the value from it. Somebody else is going to see all the extra things they're doing in their own strategy and be like, nah, let me make it back to simple. Like, let me take it back to the basics. basics, right? Let me remove all this extra noise, this extra clutter, and just focus on making things simple and repetitive. That's all. That's really and truly all I wanted to like say before I actually start the training. It's 9:15, so going and yeah, we're going live with the community right now. And once I find a trade, obviously I'm gonna come back and give you the update before and after, and regardless of the outcome, as long as I manage to keep it the exact same way as it's been in the entire month of July, then fine with me. So yeah, gonna catch you when I catch you. So we're back, and it's actually 2 days after. Yeah, today's Wednesday. Wednesday, the 6th of August. And for the week, I have not placed a single trade. I can't lie. It feels good. It feels good to have the same amount of money that I had since Monday. That's something traders don't see. It's either we up or we down. But the same, it kind of feels like up still. You know, at least, especially since we ended last week profitable. And for the week, I ain't no trades yet. But I'll be honest with you. If you can see there on the screen, Monday, I was looking for a trade. I was looking for like a retracement on the hourly for US 30, still not on NAS chart. And oh yeah, if you notice, my chart color different. I trying a lighter background chart color, you know. It's not me type of thing, but sometimes he's gotta try things that's not you type of thing, you know. Sometimes he's gotta get a little uncomfortable sometimes. So yeah. Plus you can see better on this. It's good for recording content as well. So yeah, I missed this trade because we didn't actually get any retracement. Well, not missed it, but price didn't come back to the entry and I just didn't want to rush it. So yeah, that was that. And yesterday I also didn't find any trades. Actually, looking back in hindsight, okay, so it wouldn't be a trade, but it was another possibility because the trade would have still where I left me yesterday. But I was watching at it, and yesterday I didn't see that live, so no trades. Today, however, I wanted to go to the office to trade. I wanted to actually open this video at the office, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna get there by 9:30 in order to trade here. So I'll trade here and still end up going there this afternoon because there's some renovations that happen and I want to show you guys as well. So you're gonna be going over to the office a little bit like midday, maybe afternoon time, spend a couple minutes and then we're gonna come back. But as you know, as the days continue, we're gonna be spending more and more time there. You know, the videos and stuff are gonna be recorded there. So yeah, there's work to do. There's an uncomfortable spot to put yourself in. So let's see what happens. As it is right now, obviously I don't have any trades. It's 8:08 in the AM. So gonna come back and fill you in once I have a potential trade after 9:30, obviously. So yeah. Today gonna be another good one, man. Even if we find no trades, it's still gonna be a good day because there's a process. You understand? Following the process is the main thing. I've been doing that to a T for the past month and week. So yeah. Let me see how this one gonna go. Come back and fill you in once I have a trade. And we're back. Still don't have a trade, but it's 2 minutes after 10 AM, and I actually have some markings out on the chart. So I just wanted to come back and fill you in on the potential trade ideas. I might not be actually placing any trades on these other pairs, but I'm just paper trading it to test out the same technique on different pairs, but I'm not actually putting any risk there. So this is a potential GU trade as long as I can get a retracement down here. If that one goes straight through, then this other one, it'll just be a small 1 to 2. Then we have a GJ trade. I was looking at the current candle to close. Bullish. Let's see what happens with the GJ trade. I was looking for this current candle to close bullish, but let's see what happens. Yeah, I don't actually have an outlook for EU, but I'm monitoring it still. Maybe if we get a full close below here, then I might be able to enter sell. But for right now, there's no clear idea on what the price wants to do. So as well as Euro CAD, I don't really have an idea on this either. But maybe if we get above here and close, then have some type of retracement, then yeah. But for right now, looks pretty bearish, but I would not know where to enter and where to put my stop loss. So yeah, maybe if we come above here and get a wick close, then I can also enter a short. I would suppose that rather than having a long biased, to be honest. Need to put there. Only risking a small amount. Only aiming for a small amount too. Right, so somewhere like there. Alright, so these are the trade ideas. I don't actually have any ideas for US 30, even though I would like to be trading this one. But let's see what happens on the hourly. I'll be monitoring the charts, and you know the vibe. As long as I have a trade, I'm gonna come back and fill you in on how that's looking. I still have that Seek Path account, by the way, and in this week I'm gonna make a video where I break down some of the updates that Seek Path has gone through, what's new about their interface, their website, and so on. I did a video a little while back, but this one is gonna be a bit more in depth, so yeah, look out for that one. But for right now, this is the situation. No trades, just waiting, you know, in the part of the trading that people don't record, the waiting part. But I'm not gonna record it either, so I'm gonna come back and fill you in once we waited through all of this and we have a trade. So we're back, and I have a trade. I didn't manage to get you the beginning of this trade when it started or anything. I think I told you that I was bullish on US 30, but I was waiting for a possible entry. I thought the sell side, which if I did catch that, would still be profitable, but I thought the sell side was the opportunity that I missed. But once I zoomed out on the hourly, it looks like the bullish, which is the long side. So the bullish side is the better side to actually trade according to my strategy after reanalyzing it. So I'm glad that I didn't rush the first trade, even though it still would be a win. Still glad I didn't rush it. We're in this one right now, as you can see there on the chart, looking at it on the hourly. When we drop down to the 15 minutes, it might not be as clear to see, so I might gotta change the color of these wicks. Hold on, give me. All right, so we got some more color on the chart, and you could see it a little bit more detail, but that's a very sniper interest, if I do say so myself. I don't look for sniper entries, so sniper or not does not concern me. But boy, oh boy, you see, like it's kind of hard to see. It's still gonna be kind of hard to see no matter what I do. But the price came here at 4 148.8, and our entry was at 4 150 or 149.8 basically. So that was a good entry, but the trade is not over. We're aiming for 140 pips, risking 70, and we're up a good amount, but the trade is not over. So just thought I should come and fill you guys in. As in for the rest of ideas that we had there, yeah, it's not that it's like, oh, GJ go on bad. Oh, by the way, when I first brought this GJ trade to you, I was waiting on the close of this specific candle, 10 a.m. to then enter the trade, but realistically my entry was all the way down here, so I had to adjust the price, and it looks like GJ did well. However, this is all paper trade, so absolutely no risk, absolutely no reward, but it's good to see that the analysis played out. On GU, I did not see a further retracement, so that's cool. This is the US 30 trade. I had no trades on NAS. Don't trade US 30. I don't trade the S&P 500, but I have it like as a confluence or whatever you want to call it. Then we have just some other stuff on the watch list. Bitcoin, gold. I'm watching gold obviously, but I ain't trading shites. US CAD, it didn't actually come all the way up to the entry, which is fine, but it almost respected the analysis, which is also, that's cool to see. So this is the situation for right now. It looks like a nice day so far on the charts. Let's see if this could continue until we are completely out of the trades. I don't have like a time limit up until when I would be holding trades, but I don't want to be holding it all day. So maybe 2 hours into the day, wherever profit I have, I'm just gonna accept rather than holding overnight. And yeah, I'm gonna come back and give you an update either in 2 hours or once we get to any of our areas of interest. Bro, just look at this. I opened back the camera so you could see this live, right? Look at this. Look at it. Come on. Hold on. Let me just good. Look at this. Yeah. Okay. You've seen price go this much. Look at this. Price go this much all the way here into my profit area. Now look at price right now. Coming all the way down back to my entry. That's crazy, ain't it? That's next level, right? Look at it. Look at this. You're the next contestant and the price is wrong. Come on, price. Come on. on down. If I brought my stop loss to break even, that's it for me right there. I am out of that trade. But you see now, there's some type of people that just want to accept the loss early then. Because if it come down to the entry, then it goes back up to the take profit. I would be even more vexed than if it go up to the take profit and come back down. It's a loss. It did not reach the distance that I say is gonna reach. The amount that I risk was taken. Alright, but boy does it pay. It still is paying. I mean, it don't hurt as much as entry to take profit. But let me see. I'm still holding this one. So I guess this is an area of interest. I'll give you an update, but I'm gonna come back and check in with you again. My oh my, this. So we're back finally. Jeez, this trade actually took 4 hours. I know I said I would be closing trades earlier, but then they would defeat the purpose of my analysis. You know, I would be holding my losses. The losses can definitely happen within 2 hours, but for the wins, I just ain't holding it because of trade. So I thought back about that and just decided to hold the trade until we got to full TP or stop loss. And thankfully, this trade was a TP. So after hitting the entry, barely wicking us into this trade at exactly 11 a.m. This price took all this time. It's now 20 minutes after 2 in the PM. So yeah, it took a while. But I was monitoring this trade on the hourly most of the time. So for me, it just, you know, looked like this for majority of the duration of the trade. And to be honest, if we just have like a quick scroll before I even break down this trade, there's not that much to break down. But let me just have like a quick stroll through the rest. I didn't place or I didn't have any ideas for NAS 100. Don't trade Bitcoin or gold. Actually, I might do a thing on Bitcoin, just paper trade on the weekend, just to keep my skills sharp. But on USD CAD, price almost came up to the entry, which would be this leg of price action right here, but it just went all the way down. Then we have Euro USD. I was way off. I was thinking maybe we'd have a retracement to either any one of these areas and then go up, but nah, it just kept rising, and that's cool, you know. And for GBP JPY, that one just smashed all the way through, like just from entry all the way up to take profit smooth. That was a very good trade if I would have taken that trade. And for GU as well, price did not come down nowhere close to the entry. So even though I didn't place trades on all these different pairs, it's good to see price still respecting the analysis. Like in the future, I won't just be paper trading. For now, I need to build confidence. I need to build, I need to build confidence in the strategy. But here on the 15-minute, it looks like we had a full impulsive close, fair value gap right there. Price retraced into that fair value gap, and then we started pushing. But to me, it was more price action on the hourly that made me take this trade. I saw that there was an impulsive bullish candle after we took liquidity, and then I just took the retracement 50% of that candle and held it for a 1 to 2. So pretty self-explanatory and straightforward and basic, if I do say so myself. And if you notice, my shirt is off. I'm sweating. It's afternoon right now, and yeah, place hot. So I'm about to turn off this light that's making it a bit more hotter, and gonna call this the end of the video for right now, because this video already long. I'm currently editing it, so I'll get this out to you as soon as possible, probably in the same day, and start a brand new video for the rest of the week. So yeah, let's continue doing it. It's been good so far for the week, and I hope that you and I both we continue this positive momentum for the rest of the week. So if you made it this far, please remember to do your buy a solid, like, comment, and subscribe, all that niceness, and I'll definitely catch you in the next one. Peace.